Hey you guys, it's Jill, Vibrant Floozie Crafts. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing just a little experiment with some Aran weight yarn that I got from Hirschner's. So basically it's a little bit on the crunchy side. That's just what we call it, right? A little bit rough, and I want to see if I could soften it before I use it. So I'm going to take you back to my laundry area and show you what I'm doing, and I'll see you back in a minute. Okay, I'm going to wash it. I have these 5. These are the Hirschner's Aran, and it's just not very soft. This natural colored one is the softest of all of them, but it's not really soft. None of them are any really harsher than the other. I can work with them. They're not so harsh I can't, but I really want to wash them. So I'm going to take the bands off and I'm going to put them in here. It looks like I can get 2 in I could put another one right here, but I don't want them that close together. So I'm going to do it with 2 in each. Then I have this small one. I'll put this one in the small one. I already have clothes in here. I'm just going to put these right in there with all the other stuff. I'm going to use my regular detergent and run it through with my laundry, and then run it into the dryer. So I'll show you what it looks like when we go to put it in the dryer. Okay, let's see what they look like. Look a little puffed up. Yeah. Here's one. The single one. Now you dry these in here. Let me open this up. That's what they look like in there in the bag. They're kind of puffed up a little bit. They're not necessarily soft, and they're not exactly like soft and wet either. They're not super wet, which is good. Now we're going to put them in the dryer. I do use dryer sheets. Got a couple of those in there. And I will let you know how long I do them for. Okay. These have been in the dryer for probably at least an hour or more. Let me take this out of this bag for you. Now these are going to be a little bit rough. You know, the outside, they get rolled around a little bit, but this is definitely softer. Now, I don't use these right away. I leave them sit out for a little bit, kind of press them and let them sit, because the inside is still just slightly damp. Let's check these other ones. Okay, this one is going to be a mess, partially. I'm going to have to work on that, but maybe it was better to put it in a single bag. It might have had too much room in this bag. They don't normally do this, so this one fell apart. The other one's fine, and it is still a little damp on the inside. This one fell apart a little bit. Not so much this Aran colored one. This one is the most rough to me, this color. But they are significantly softer than they were. And they'll be even more so once you make something with them. Sometimes I think it's the sizing that they put on stuff. So that's my little experiment. Okay, so I'm going to have a little bit of yarn barf to deal with. That's okay. It's not that bad, and I can just do that into a cake It makes it easier to work with anyway when I cake it up. So I'll just go ahead and do that. And it is definitely, I would say it's like 75% softer than it was by itself when it came to me. And I think that's pretty good. I think that would be something that would be a big difference when you're working with it. So if you have something that is like that, check the label, make sure it can be washed and all that stuff. This is 100% acrylic, so it's there's no reason you cannot wash it and dry it. I did not put any fabric softener on it. Now maybe it would have been even more, but I don't typically use fabric softener in my washing machine. I don't even have any. So, and I just wanted to do the wash cycle thing. So I hope that helps y'all. Try it. Try it with Red Heart before you use it. Try it with Impeccable is a little bit, another one of those like value yarns, or something that you are having an issue with. Now I do have, it's in my Facebook group, but there is a formula to use for if you are trying to soften wool, and it's where you will soak it in I don't think I had a mosquito. You soak it in like a vinegar solution, and that's not something I have heard talked about at all for acrylics. But if you're working with wool, that is something you would do with wool. So you can go over to my Facebook group and look in the files section, and that is there for you to look at and write it down. So, okay, you guys, have fun today. Hope you enjoyed it.